Excuse me?
Yes.
You live in apartment 37A, right? I watch you go in your room every single day.
Okay.
No, wait. I didn't mean it like that.
What are you doing?
Hey, what can I say? Your beauty's like a magnet. I'm stuck to you.
Thank you.
You stay in apartment 37A, right? How about you go get ready real quick? Let's go see a movie on me.
Okay, I'll go get ready.
Bet. I'll be waiting downstairs.
So you guys see right there how weird and awkward you are when you guys are watching porno versus the man that's not watching porno, how confident he is and everything, man. And what I would add to that skit is the man that's on semen retention, because you guys know on semen retention, you wouldn't even be caring about her. You'll just be on your phone, minding your business. And then she would be the one acting weird and awkward and coming at you. Oh, do you live on apartment 37A? And all that type of stuff, man. So the tables turn when you guys hop on semen retention, right? And this is why I want to be reacting to my brother FitX Phyllis, who went over the dangers that come when you guys are watching that porno, what it does to your mind, your body, and soul, man. And hopefully this video is edifying for you guys. And you guys learn, man, put that porno away. It's only leading you brothers down a path of destruction. So without further ado, let's get it. Let's go.
Here's what happens to your brain when you quit porn. Porn has a stranglehold, a chokehold on men, and this is what happens when you actually quit. This is going to be inspiring you to quit so you can get on with your life and see the positives and understand really what is happening when you are actually consuming porn in your brain. The first thing that happens is that you stop overdosing on dopamine. Dopamine is not a pleasure chemical. Dopamine is a wanting chemical. So when your brain is overstimulated with pornography, it's not necessarily that you get pleasure from porn. It's the want from it, all right? Porn fries your dopamine receptors. Your brain releases dopamine to give you hunger, to give you drive. And when your dopamine receptors are fried, you just keep trying to come back to that baseline. Like your baseline keeps increasing because your hunger keeps dying. Your chase keeps dying. Think about it in the past. A man would see one or two beautiful women maybe a month, maybe a day. Now it's unlimited. You're scrolling nonstop on IG. You're following women that don't know you exist. You're watching porn. All those things rewire your brain, right? It makes you now think that you have an unlimited source of this pursuit of pleasure when it doesn't actually exist. So you keep needing more and more and more, newer and newer and newer. So now as a man, there's unlimited women that we can imagine having pleasure with. There's actually a term for this. It's called supernormal stimulus, where what you see in nature, it's not compared to what you vision online. It's an artificial trigger that is stronger. This is what porn does. It creates an artificial trigger that is stronger than what you would see in nature. And this is why one of the things that even I realized with porn is it makes sex less enjoyable. It does not make sex feel good. It does not make you present in the moment. If you don't listen to anything in this video about what porn does to your brain, it will make you bad in bed. I am telling you right now. And that's the last thing you can afford to do as a man, because you better be laying pipe. Like I've said this before, and now even though that I'm concentrating on helping men build their businesses, like you still need to have a personal life. And one thing, I don't want to go on a tangent, but I would say having a good romantic life makes business easier. Makes making money easier, because if you're overly stressed out from your business, your brand, and you don't get laid, there's no way you can handle the pressures of entrepreneurship. I don't see it happening. I think you need sex consistently, several times a week as a man to be able to build a big business. There's no way in the world. You lose your fucking mind. So in order for you to get that kind of high quality partner, you can't be giving them no 30 seconds. You have to be laying pipe. But the problem is, if you are so overconsumed by pornography, you don't even enjoy sex with a real girl. I've literally had girls I've dated in the past tell me that their boyfriend, he would be rolling over watching porn. There's one time she told me, this one girl told me, she was like, she had left the house, she had came back, they had just finished having sex, and he was already watching porn. Dudes would need to watch porn, all right, to be able to get it up. It's so bad. It's the one thing that, like, it has a chokehold on us. I can guarantee you, if you're obsessed with pornography, you will not make a lot of money, because you need that chase, you need that hunger. You can't let this super normal stimulus, right, this artificial desire doesn't even exist, handicap to where you're not even going to experience that in real life. There's so many negatives about this. Second thing that happens to your brain when you stop watching porn is your brain rebuilds sensitivity. Yes, being sensitive to a woman's touch is unbelievable, right? Guys, some of y'all struggle with erectile dysfunction. Man, you go out in public, if you are a man, especially in a city like Miami, right? Beautiful women all over the place. If you cannot get an erection just walking around, right? If you don't, like, obviously you don't get a boner, but like you notice yourself like, damn, like you should be excited by life. Some of you guys, I can guarantee you haven't had an erection outside of watching porn in forever. It's hard for you to do. Remember when we were younger? Right? Like teenagers, wind blow, your shit get hard. That's how it's supposed to be. That means that there's adequate blood flow. That means that you are actually in tune with reality. You need that sensitivity back. That sensitivity is what makes you good in bed. Like this argument about porn makes you like selective, I think that is a bunch of bullshit. I disagree, bro. I've heard this statement before, how porn makes you, like, I've never experienced that. No guy I've ever talked to has experienced that. Porn makes me more thirsty. Porn makes me more hungry for booty. It makes me more lustful. That's what I would say. That's the thing. It makes men more lustful. Like you should not be out in public and every girl you're imagining fucking her. You like thinking about weird shit. That's what porn does. But you should be able to see a beautiful woman and get excited. That's natural. And as a man, we walk a very fine line between creep and attractive man. Like you do not want to be a creep. You do not want to have that, like, and you could tell the dudes who are like overly lustful, the way they look at women, like they can't even, like, that's that porn, that's that pornography. He's thinking about the porn scenes in his head while he's looking at a normal girl. And then when he gets with the girl, he can't even get his dick up because he needs harder and harder scenes to be able to get excited. He needs and you know, I read the book Your Brain on Porn. It's the book I suggest for you guys. If you want to figure out what this shit really does to your brain and see how it fucks up your mind, guys start liking things that they don't usually like because of porn. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm gonna let you imagine what that means. That book had recollections of people saying, I started to watch shit and be interested in things that I didn't think I knew I was not interested in. But it's because it kills your baseline so much that you need harder and harder hits. Your sensitivity is disappeared. I'm telling you, man, listen, do whatever you gotta do. I don't think as a man that, like, I say all this to say this, right? We have testosterone. We're horny, right? You damned if you do, damned if you don't. So my suggestion to you guys is go out there and date. Meet women online. Be on dating apps. All this dating apps, all the dating apps, fuck that. Dating apps work. Dating apps are amazing. Most men just struggle with dating apps. You're ugly. You're not attractive. That's why dating apps don't work for you. All this slander on dating apps is because men can't get dates on dating apps. But dating apps, I think dating apps are a real reality of what your sexual market value is. If you can't get women to like you online, they're not going to like you in person. Obviously, in person, you have more swag, more confidence, all those things, but you're not supposed to rely on either one. I look at these things as like options. I can meet a beautiful girl in person, but I also can have a beautiful girl hit me up. I think abundance, it comes from actual options, not faking it. I don't really think that willpower is going to get you abundance. I don't think that you can fabricate abundance as a man. If you don't get girls, you don't get girls. If you don't have options, you don't have options. That's the reality. If you do not have women that desire you, that are beautiful, I don't give a fuck what you tell yourself, buddy. It's not going to work. You need concrete options. You need women that desire you, and you got to do whatever you got to do to get that. You have to get to the level. I think having options in women is incredibly important as a man. It impacts your psychology, your finances. Being able to be good with women is an incredible skill. It will benefit you so much. Not being lustful, not being thirsty, being good and desired by women. I'm telling you guys, it's still important. It's incredibly important, right? And you want that sensitivity so when you're with a girl, you actually enjoy it, okay? Number 3, you strengthen your prefrontal cortex. This is where your discipline lives, guys. As a man, your discipline is what you have. At the end of the day, the things you do when no one is watching determines your outcomes in life. A lot of you guys have a mediocre life. You can't buy what you want to buy. You can't do what you want to do. Let me tell you guys something that's been, like, I'm very, very proud of and happy of. My mom has been living in this apartment that she's been in. Like, I moved her into Miami before I came to Miami, right? I was living in Colombia. Her husband passed away. I decided from that day moving forward, I was going to take care of her as my mother, obviously, right? So I've been taking care of my mom now for about 5 years. Like, she works her job, but she doesn't really need to. It's just like to stay busy, right? And it's an online thing anyways. But I take care of her, and in this place that she's been living in, she doesn't really like it. I don't really like it. There's like, now that she discovered that there's mold in the apartment, I said, oh no. Without even a question, went and got her new apartment. It wasn't even a 48 hours. I'm like, you're leaving there. You're telling the lady that you're done, and we're going to get you a new apartment. I signed the lease. It's under of my income, et cetera, et cetera. That's what the beautiful thing about being disciplined and creating something for yourself does. You think that money doesn't matter until your loved ones need that money. So imagine if I was a guy that didn't have discipline. Imagine if I was a guy that can't take care of his family and I was bullshitting like most of you guys do. I was relying on my 9 to 5 to take care of me like most of you guys do. And my mom is in a fucking apartment that has mold and she's getting sick. I can't do shit about it. That's pretty embarrassing, don't you think? How many of your parents are going through things right now that you cannot help actually do something significant to help them? You can't. And that's pretty sad. Being able to, you're leaving there, you're moving somewhere else in a matter of 48 hours, sign leases, do all this stuff, moving her out of there because she's the number one, most important person in my life, my mother. But that wouldn't exist without the discipline. That wouldn't exist without the prefrontal cortex. And that's what getting rid of porn does. You create that discipline to give you value, to give you respect. Nothing matters more in your life than having respect as a man. You can tell yourself whatever the hell you want to tell yourself, buddy. You can bullshit and lie to yourself. If you don't have financial resources, women won't respect you. The world won't respect you. Other men won't respect you. It won't happen. It will not happen. So what are you going to do about it? We have a business where we help men, ambitious men who have a skill or business, blow up that skill or business with organic content. You're watching me on an organic medium. You're watching me on a YouTube video that I spent the last 8 years or so building. I have 2 million followers across all platforms. Like, I myself am the proof that this shit works. But we have tons of clients that we've also gotten results for that you can see when you go on the link in the description, the pinned comments. You book a brand scan call. If you are a man right now, you already have a good career, a good job, and you know that's just not enough for you, or you have a business and you want to make more money from your business, you want to have more freedom with your business, this is for you. We help you build the entire system. We help you attract more customers into your business with content. We help you with the conversions. We build out the systems for you. You just click record 2 hours a week. The link is in the description, pinned comments. Book a brand scan call. It's no theory. It's just clarity. No bullshit. We don't have time to hoorah motivational nonsense. This is what's working with you. This is what's not working with you. We tell you what to change. And then we show you how you can work with us, see if it was a good fit. All right. But getting rid of porn allows you to put in those extra reps, allows you to put in those extra steps to strengthen this prefrontal cortex where you can be disciplined. I'm telling you guys, man, a lot of you guys try to downplay success, man, try to downplay finances, and then your family members, they need you. Your parents, they need you, and you cannot come through. That's probably the saddest thing a man can experience. That is probably sad. And the reason why I moved my mom was because she got sick. And I was like, oh no chance. No chance, all right? No chance. So imagine you can't even take care of your parents. You can't even do everything you can do. You can't immediately move your parents out of somewhere that you can't do it. How's that gonna work, bro? All right, gotta start watching porn. Gotta improve your prefrontal cortex. Gotta prioritize financial freedom so you can have respect in this world. You don't have respect, you don't have anything as a man. And lastly, you break the validation loop. So when you stop watching porn, what happens is, and what I notice about porn is you tend to try to consume it when you're going through adversity. It's like your body needs a relief. Your body needs some kind, like it's usually stress related, and then you want to watch porn to kind of relieve yourself. But the problem with that is you're constantly needing this validation. Believe it or not, following women on Instagram is validation. You're looking for validation. You guys talk about these girls want validation, these girls want validation. You're the same way. Why are you following random girls that don't follow you back? Why are you lustful after women? That's validation. Not only are you giving them validation, but you're needing validation from them. Your whole identity as a man now is stemmed from needing validation from women. When you cut porn, you don't need that shit. I don't need to beat my fucking meat. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I don't need to watch another man have sex with a girl. I'm a grown-ass man. What the fuck am I doing? That shit is sad. I get validation from success. I get validation from hard work. I get validation from conquering, from actually doing shit that is actually gonna, like, the best dopamine, the best validation you can get is from success. It's from the respect of the people that you love, from the respect of the women that you care about. I guarantee you, bro, nothing else is going to even come close to it. So stop trying to get validation from random thoughts on the internet. Don't give a fuck about you, right? Stop being obsessed and being a spectator of success and watching other men have sex. Be a spectator of your own life. Need validation from your success, your goals. Lock in. Go and set a goal and actually accomplish it. That's all the validation you need, okay? And that's it, man. This is what happens to your brain when you quit porn. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video.
All right, so that wraps up the video right there, man. Of course, I'll leave his details in the description box for you guys to like, comment, subscribe to my brother FitX Fearless. And at first, I have to say, man, there was a lot of things that I didn't agree with, man. I don't really care about whoremongering. I don't really care about you chasing women and all the stuff he was saying in the beginning about how having sex is going to make you a millionaire, make you successful and all that type of stuff, man. We're not rocking with that at the end of the day. I do not promote fornication, and you should be, if you fornicate with anybody, that should be your wife, man. But there are a lot of things I did take away from this video video that he said that was on point, man. When you watching that corno, you're not going to be able to operate in your purpose properly. You're not going to be able to think properly because your mind is just focused on cheap and easy dopamine, man. But one thing I would say, replace the cheap and easy dopamine with dopamine like getting in the gym, getting on your purpose, getting better health, start eating better, start learning new skills and all that type of stuff, man. Replace cheap dopamine with dopamine that's gonna bring you success and everything, man. And then also what he was saying, man, like I said, watching that porno was like a gateway drug because you start out watching women and men porno, and then you can be, there's a lot of brothers that even share testimonies with me, man. They start watching same-sex porno, they start watching cartoon porno, they even start watching animal porno because that regular woman and man porno wasn't satisfying them no more and all that type of stuff, man. So again, that porno can have a very negative impact on your mind, body, and soul, man. And then the last thing, which really caught my attention in this video, man, you got to be able to take care of your loved ones, your family, have emergency funds when life happens, when life lifes. At the end of the day, he said he had to take care of his moms, man. He had to get his moms a new crib because she was getting sick because her apartment had mold on it and all that type of stuff, man. You're not going to be able to be there for your loved ones if you consume with porno. My brothers out there, I'm telling you, when you got your mind focused on nonsense, man, you're not going to be able to operate in your masculinity, man. And when you're not operating in your masculinity, you're not going to be successful. You will not be successful if you guys are not operating in your masculine frame, my brothers out there, man. So again, one thing I would take from this video, man, put away that porno. There's nothing positive that comes for you watching porno, right? I don't see nobody successful out there that's watching porno, man. It's only going to lead you guys down the path of destruction. You're not going to be masculine. You're going to be weird and awkward around women, right? You're going to be pedestalizing them. You're not going to be getting success and everything, man. What good comes from that, right? Only thing you get is a release. That is it. What, 15, 30 seconds of pleasure? That is it. And then you got to do it again 3 hours later. And everything, that sound like a rabbit hole. That sounds like a hamster wheel. You're not going nowhere, right? So again, get out of that corner, man. Become the best version of yourself. Become successful and all that good jazz, man. So again, man, hopefully this video was edifying for you guys, man. Hopefully you guys learned a lot and all that good jazz, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video out to everybody. First, go at the Most High. Take it on Angel Time.